Hey people, D-Man here, and today I am reviewing The Umbrella Academy Season 2, all 10 episodes, and oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Um, let's start off, no spoilers first. I want to do a really quick no spoilers, then I'll go into spoilers. No spoilers, acting really great. Acting really great still. Really great still. Characters still really good. Uh, Storyline really good still. Um, and there's some like funny moments, some sad moments in there as well, and those are really good too. And man, am I sweaty? It's the freaking hottest day of the summer, pretty much. Uh, but yeah, really great acting and characters and extra characters. Um, Good storyline. Uh, there was kind of the only thing I felt like I had a problem with was there was a couple characters that they could have used better. Um, like there's like this. I'll do it in spoilers. I'll talk about it in spoilers if I remember. Oh my goodness, I'm sweating. Ugh. But yeah, there's a couple characters could have been used a little bit more, and that's about it. And it also leaves on a cliffhanger, so there's probably going to be a season 3, which will be very interesting to see. But yeah, all in all, pretty damn good. Uh, yeah. I guess there was one thing. No, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. I definitely recommend watching it, especially if you watched season 1. Season 1 was awesome, and this season was just as awesome. Just as awesome. Sadly, not as cool of a dance scene, but there is a dance scene. But anyways, now spoilers. Time for spoilers. Okay, so basically this starts off with them going into the past. Each of them kind of landing between like 1 and 3 years, I think it was. And I think it was 1963 or so, around there. 1960 something. um, the girl, okay, I don't remember the names. Oh, Jesus. I don't remember the names very well, but 5 lands like just a few days before the apocalypse in the past, and it turns out that Vi, is that her name? Vi, Vel, Ve, whatever. Number 7. I'm gonna call her number 7 because that was her name. It turns out that she was the cause of the apocalypse in the past as well, but we don't know that yet. But 5 goes to the past, realizes there's a nuclear war that destroys everything, and he's like, "Oh, god damn it, we brought it back with us." So he goes to look for them, and I think it's Hazel. He comes and gives him a briefcase to go back in time to save his family. He does it, doesn't really succeed because the briefcase goes away, and plus he dies in the process. Turns out the girl he loved dies of cancer. But he had a happy life, so that was pretty good. Um, then they go on. They go on a little adventure. He goes on this adventure to find all his his family, pretty much. He finds the big gorilla guy. He finds the big gorilla guy number 1. He finds Diego first, actually, if I remember correctly. I think he's number 2, right? Diego first, big gorilla guy. And then they find Klaus, or not Klaus, what's her name? I heard a rumor girl. Then they find Klaus, who's a cult leader now. Pretty funny. So they find her. I mean, they find him, then they find her. They find her, then they find him. And then they find number 7, or the white violin, I think her name, her superhero or supervillain name is, the White Violin. And it turns out she forgot stuff, but then she remembers it in the end. And she also gives a little boy who has uh, mental problems, I think, or something like that. She gives him some of her power, and at the end she takes it back, but she still leaves some in there because he can levitate stuff, which means there's a possibility that he's gonna show up later in like the upcoming season or seasons, or maybe his kids are gonna show up if he ever has kids. Maybe his kids are gonna show up later. Um, there's a lot of time stuff in this, which is pretty cool. Like, we get to see their father. We get to realize that he's more of an alien, because we already knew he was an alien from the first season. But then we get to kind of see the back of his head, but we don't get to see much more than that. Diego pisses him off because he basically makes the girl that he loves break up with him because Diego got told pretty much. And he's like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm going to go tell this bitch. And he's like, hey, that guy in there, he's a fucking terrorist, pretty much. And she's like, are you a fucking terrorist? He's like, nah, probably not. She's just like, nah, I don't believe you. I'm gonna leave. So I think to get back at him, in the future, because they messed it up, he collects a whole different group of these babies. And now he has the Sparrow Academy that stayed together instead of disbanded, which is very interesting. And I guess they're gonna, I don't know if they're gonna fight or not, they're gonna talk or what's gonna happen. But yeah, he basically abandoned them and went off to these new ones, which means they might actually have doubles in this new timeline because he never got their babies. So we have new ones, and plus we have a new girl that is a copy. She has a copy ability, which is really interesting, and she has a time box, so she can pop up anywhere. And yeah, it's just getting very interesting and very full of superhero powered people. The season was awesome. The episodes were awesome. Everything was just pretty awesome. Obviously, it showed some stuff that was in the back in those days, way worse than it is now. Like racism and like a bunch of stupid people going like, oh, communism and shit. And like war and how it doesn't do much of anything and how it's stupid. And also, like, they showed, I guess they showed a little bit of homosexuality being disgraced, or not disgraced, being like told that it's bad, you know, a little bit with Klaus, and also number 7 again, Vibe. Is that her name? Vibe? But yeah, again with them, because I guess she has a crush on this girl, but she's married. But she is sick and tired of her marriage because she no longer loves her husband. And her husband is just not willing to let her go because he's a pitiful old man, I guess. He's a pitiful man that just doesn't want to admit that his wife doesn't love him anymore. So he's just like, I'm not willing to let you go. Like, I'll do anything in my power to keep you with me. So yeah, that happened. At the end, he kills himself pretty much. And yeah, it's just pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting. I really liked it, and I think you will like it too. And I can't wait till season 3 if they have one. I hope they do, because they left it off on a cliffhanger, a big cliffhanger. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Hit that bell notification. Best way to get on the channel. Link down below to my Twitter. And as always, friends, stay sane. Peace. Shadow, my baby, I love you so much. You're my baby. And you love to sleep in the bathtub. 'Cause you're a weirdo. Shadow, look over here, buddy. Look over here.